Hello guys, welcome to Vic's Mathematics, and today we are going to be looking at quadratic equation. Quadratic equation. The last time in uh part of our classes we looked at linear equations and we solved some problems there. You can go back and look at the equations and see the problems, you see the solution to those problems, and you know we are good to go. Now today we are going to be looking at quadratic equation. I guess so many of you or all of you know what quadratic equation is. You might have encountered some problems and a given question. So today we are going to be looking at quadratic equation, teaching it in a more simpler way. Go with me. Now, a general quadratic equation is an equation of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Now, when you see a question like this, you know is what? A quadratic equation. Now, where a, b, and c are said to be constants, a, b, and c are said to be constant, a is not equal to 0 and x, the what? Unknown variable. A is not equal to 0. It means you cannot put 0 x squared. A is not equal to 0. That means there must be a number from 2, 3, 4, and so on. A will not be equal to 0. That is what is implied here. So let's take a look at this question. X squared plus x minus 12 equals 0. Now look at this question. This is a quadratic equation question. We are going to be solving this. Let's go. When you see a question like this, how do we solve this question? How do we solve this question? We'll break it down little by little. Now look at this. We have a number here, which is what? 12. Now you look for two numbers that you can multiply to give you minus 12. What are two numbers we can multiply? Uh, let's say we can multiply 4 times 3 to give us 12. We can multiply 6 times 2 to give us 12. We can multiply which other number again? 12 times 1. Yes, to give us 12. Now look at these three numbers. 4 times 3 is what? 12. 6 times 2 is what? 12. 12 times 1 is what? 12. Now, if you multiply these numbers, the effect of these numbers must apply to this. When multiplying any number here to get this, in solving this problem, the effect of the number must apply to this x or any variable here. Now, look at this is what I mean. Now, if we say 6 times 2, if we multiply 6 times 2 and we either subtract or add 6 and 2, will it give us x? Will it give us 1? Is it possible that it will give us 1? If we multiply 4 times 3, will it give us 1? Now, let's go. I think 4 times 3 is the suitable one here. Now, 4 times 3 will give us 12. It's not giving us minus 12. So we can say minus 4 times 3 will give us minus 12, or 4 times minus 3 will give us minus 12. But we are taking note of the negative sign as regards to this number here. Now, if we say minus 4 times 3 will give us minus 12. Now, minus 4 plus 3, will it give us plus 1? Because what we are looking for here is plus x, which is plus 1. Will it give us plus 1? No. It means what we are going to be using is what? 4 times minus 3. 4 times minus 3 will give us minus 12. At the same time, 4 minus 3 will give us 1. So we are going to bring this as x squared plus 4x minus 3x minus 12 equals 0. It means, now, before I continue, in this part of quadratic equation, we are actually looking at the factorization method. There are different methods to which we can apply to quadratic equation. We have the factorization method, we have the completing square method, we have the formula method, and lastly we have the graph graphical method. So here we are looking at factorization method. So here now we are going to factorize this. That will give us what? X bracket x x times, sorry, here will be x times x. We are going to look for this. X times x will give us x squared. X times plus 4 will give us plus 4x. Now look at this part. We have minus 3. Minus 3 times x will give us minus 3x. While minus 3 times plus 4 will give us what? Minus 3 times plus 4 will give us minus 12 equal 0. Now, when you are solving this quadratic equation by factorization method, when you are using this aspect to solve it, whatever is in this box is what will be in this box as well. Whatever you have here is what you will have here. So here we say x plus 4 equal 0 and x minus 3 is equal 0, which is we are taking only one out of these two because they are the same. Then we are bringing this one as x minus 3. So x plus 4 is equal to 0 and x minus 3 is equal to 0, which gives us x equal to, when plus 4 is crossing, it gives us minus 4. X equal to, when minus 3 is crossing, it gives us positive 3. Then we take this as our answer because we are looking at a positive sign. So our final answer will now be x equal to minus 4, x equal to 3. So this x equal to 3 is what we'll pick because it is what? A positive number. Thank you. Like I said before, I'm going to recap again. Now, for us to get a question like this, for us to get this minus 12, we use any number that can multiply another number to give us 12. We said 4 times 3 is 12, 6 times 2 is 12, 12 times 1 is 12. Now, why we could not use 6 times 2 is because when we multiply 6 times 2, though it will give us 12, but 6 minus 2 will not give us 1, which is this one we are looking for. That is why we cannot use this and we cannot use this. So we use 4 times 3 because 4 minus 3 will give us 1. So if you are going to solve this, you have to take note of this number first. You have to take note of this as well. Now, when you get to this aspect, you bring down this 4 and 3 here as x squared plus 4x minus 3x equal to minus 12 equals 0. Now, we are going to factorize. In factorizing, we say x times x will give us x squared. X times 4 will give us plus 4x. Then you bring down your minus 3 here. Minus 3 times x will give us minus 3x. Minus 3 times what will give us 12? Definitely is 4. So minus 3 times, if we use a negative 4, it will give us a positive 12, which is not what we are looking for here. What we are looking for here is what? A negative 12. So minus 3 times plus 4 will give us minus 12 equal 0. So because whatever is here is what must be here, we are going to take this as 1, which is x plus 4 equal 0 and x minus this 3 equal 0. So x plus 4 is crossing to give us minus 4, while x minus 3 is crossing to give us plus 3. So we have two sides as x minus 4, x plus 3. That is the final answer. X equal 3, x minus 4. Thank you. Please subscribe to my YouTube page, like and share this video because it will do a lot of young ones good. Thank you very much. We are going to solve more of this question next time we meet. Thank you.